Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, Landmark Media's social media marketing strategist and educator. Get the pleasure of bringing you Marketing Matters every single Wednesday. That's right, every week at 10 a.m. This is a wonderful webinar format that Landmark Title has helped to develop, where we give you quick 30-minute segments of different types of marketing techniques. We have some fabulous guests on, and we'll be having some of them on later this month. But in the meantime, under my title as educator, I actually get to bring you the open house presentation today. So what are we talking about? We're talking about open houses, and not just any open house, but how to generate buyer leads through your open houses. Because let's face it, guys, open houses really, except for the last couple of years, really the purpose of having an open house is not necessarily to get an offer on your house. The purpose of your open house is to generate buyer leads. And we haven't done a lot of these because for the last couple of years, quite frankly, I know a lot of agents that didn't even want to deal with buyers because buyers had such a hard time. They really didn't stand a chance. It was just chaos out there for them. But as we all have noticed, things are changing. And if your business model is not changing along with it, and you're not focusing on buyers right now, you are missing out. So one of the best ways out there to generate buyer leads is with an open house. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in and we're going to go through the ins and outs of how to hold a successful and productive open house. So there's three main things you're going to want to think about right off the bat when it comes to an open house. The first is identifying the right property. The second is market the open house effectively. Yes, this is Marketing Matters. We're talking about marketing. And third, set up and conduct the open house properly. It sounds like I said, these are 1, 2, and 3. These sound like really simple things to do, right? All I got to do is just go on, the MLS. I get to pick a house. I'll set out my signs and I will just sit there. But there is so much more that actually goes into. How many of you have actually hosted an open house before and not had anybody show up, right? So there are some things that you need to do so that your time is used the most effectively when it comes to the strategy with hosting an open house. So let's talk about number 1, identifying the right property. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spend the proper amount of time planning. The best plans come from proper setup, proper execution. Open houses are no exception. So don't just throw this together last minute and expect that you're going to have a lot of success with it. So start about 10 days before, and really a minimum of 5. Like I said, it's really tempting when, you see that your weekend opened up and you got a couple of days right before, and you're like, hey, I'll fill my time with an open house. But really think about this. Think about what goes into selecting that perfect property. So the mega open house, this is your storefront. You are selling the house. You're not selling the house. You're selling yourself. You want every person that comes through the door to know that you are the product, not necessarily, like I said, the house. So study the demographics of the area. Know who you're working with. Think about who your ideal client is. Where are they moving to? Maybe where are they moving from? Think about that area. What's their price point? Now, this is an important one. I know a lot of realtors who will sit open houses that are overpriced in hopes that when somebody comes in there, they'll actually be able to qualify for less. So think about the price point on the people that you want to work with. So reverse engineer your client. Think about like who you want to actually work with, and then find a house that's going to actually meet those qualifications of the client that you want to work with. That's a really important thing in real estate. So frequently we're just like, I want to work with everyone. But the agents that actually put time and focus into a particular demographic and working with them quite frequently are the most successful real estate agents. So then think about other things too, like location. Location, location, location. You can change anything in a house, but you can't change the location of it. So that's a really important one. And the location of an open house needs to be one where you're going to get traffic. You know, it might be the perfect house in the perfect neighborhood. However, if you can't market it properly, you might end up with nobody coming to it. So the location needs to be a half of a mile from a busy intersection. You want eyeballs on your signs when you are out there and you're advertising. You can't just rely on, if you put it in the MLS that there's an open house, or you put it on Zillow that there's an open house, or you even put it in your neighborhood Facebook pages that people will see it. The number one way to get people to an open house is your signs. And then one of the other things I think that's really important too is pick a location that's half a mile from a grocery store. Grocery stores get a ton of traffic all day, every day. Everybody's out. It's groceries, food. This is a necessity that we all need. And if I just happen to be out running errands, maybe I see an open house sign and maybe I'm going to also go swing by that. So that's another really key factor. Now, this is another one too, especially for new agents. What do you do if you don't have a listing, right? So ideally, you're going to be doing an open house at your listing. You're killing two birds with one stone. You're doing something for your sellers and you're doing something for yourself. However, if you don't have a listing, fear not. You still have plenty of opportunities to go out there and find the perfect house for you to host an open house with. So the first one, for sale by owners. They're coming back. So you can offer to do it for free. You know, these for sale by owners, honestly, it can be a little hard to get in the door with them. But when you are offering free services, everyone loves free. So don't rule that out. And you never know if it sits on the market, which it will right now. Be the person that's helping them out. Be the person that's giving them information. Be the person that's giving them feedback. And you never know, it actually could become your listing. I know a lot of agents who actually use this model for their own business. Expired listings don't offer to relist, or are often they don't relist for about 4 to 6 months. So it could be a perfect opportunity to get in the door. Canceled listings, that's another one. Perfect opportunity. You know, these are people that are all of these people are unrepresented too. So you've got a couple of extra options when it comes to getting in the door with them. And then other realtors listings, of course. Now, double check with your broker, because some brokerages really like to adhere to only doing open houses within their brokerage. So if you've got a large brokerage, the open house opportunities are going to be endless within that brokerage. If you've got a smaller brokerage, you may want to reach out to some of the other brokerages and see what their policies are and if it's possible for you to do them. But as always, like I said, check with your broker. It's not illegal to do open houses from other brokerages, but sometimes certain brokerages do have rules on it. And then I mentioned earlier, the overpriced listings. So overpriced listings, especially in this market, they're not getting a lot of love right now, but you may be able to have someone come in that wants to see it, but their price point is a little bit lower. And that's when you can swoop in and be like, hey, do you want to go see these other properties? These are great tactics when it comes to picking your listing or your open house listing that you're going to do an open house with. Now let's talk a little bit about marketing. Yay, marketing. Take your time and do these properly. Like I said, print out a map to see where your signs need to go. Get an overall game plan. You know, it's so easy to be like, okay, I know that neighborhood. I know that, you know, I'm going to put it on this corner and this corner and this corner. But I guarantee if you go in there with it all mapped out and written down, you're going to save yourself some time and effort. Then putting signs at busy intersections. We covered this earlier. The more signs, the better too. So I'm going to put a number out there. I'm sure that a lot of realtors don't have this, but if you shoot for the stars, 15 signs. So 15 signs out, as many as possible. One of the other techniques that I've seen too, that I really do like, is agents that have, their branded open house signs, as well as generic open house signs, and scatter them, mix them up. It makes it look like there's a lot going on in that area, that maybe there's more than one open house. And if I think that, if I'm a consumer, if I'm a buyer, and I think that, oh, I might be able to go check out multiple open houses on the same street, I'm more likely to go ahead and follow these signs and go and actually do that. And then flyer the closest 500 neighbors. Like I said, spend a little bit of money, spend a little bit of time. Don't just assume that because you have signs up that people are going to, that they're going to want to come and see your open house. So, 500 of the closest neighbors, you can actually pay a flyer service. It's like $100 AZ flyer, I think. If you guys want the number, reach out. It's cheap, it's quick, it's easy, and you're getting your face out there. The neighbors too. These are the people that you want to reach out to because they have the ability to know the neighborhood. They have the ability to know if there's somebody that they know that's looking to buy and come into the neighborhood as well. So get your face out there, and then go door knocking. This is a tactic I feel like it's overlooked far too frequently. Go door knock the neighbors. Put together a simple script, let them know what's going on, and then go out there and do it. You would be surprised when you couple up the flyers and door knocking. Now you've got a second touch. Now these people are seeing your face for a second time. Don't underestimate the power that has when it comes to doing an open house. And then paid Facebook ads. So Facebook ads, it was one of those things where, everybody was doing it, then nobody was doing it. But now it's a good idea to do that in regards to things like an open house. And it's really quick and easy. We actually have some software that can help you. We've got Breakthrough Broker that can help you with Facebook ads. This is a question I get a lot because I do social media. Is Sarah, how can I do a Facebook ad? Hop on and create it with something that will do it for you. So here at Landmark Title, we do have Breakthrough Broker available that you can put this on Facebook. It'll create an ad for you. Pay some money to this too. Like I said, you're looking for buyer leads. The money that you invest in doing this open house properly will pay off with your first buyer sell. So suck it up, do it. It takes money to make money. And then, of course, put it in the free area buy-sell groups on Facebook. If you're not already part of those groups, definitely get in there. You should be, as a realtor, you should be part of all of the groups that you farm, that you work, and you should be active in them as well. Don't just think that you can get on this group and you can just post your open house and that people are going to respond. Make sure you're commenting, make sure you're active and you're actually engaging within that group, because you will get in better algorithms with that group as well. And more people will see your marketing. Here's some samples of some open house flyers that we can do for you here at Landmark Title as well. We do have a full design department. So the flyers, door knockers, like I said, the ads that you want for social media, all of that can actually be done here in-house, as well as through the software that I mentioned earlier, Breakthrough Broker. So there's a lot of assistance that we can offer to really help maximize your exposure and maximize your open house. And then proper event setup and event conduction, and then get those leads turned into clients. So if you're going to do an open house, I know a lot of, don't just do an open house for like 2-3 hours and say, oh, that was good. Really commit to doing the open house. Commit to doing it sometimes all day. Sometimes it's 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes you may even want to commit to doing it, 3 days in a row. You really can't go wrong with covering the maximum amount. And I know a lot of, realtors and teams that do it from like 10 to 4, and then they do it Saturday and Sunday. And if they don't have anybody to do it, they won't do it at all. So get your signs out early too. Get them out as early as like 6 a.m. because this is Phoenix. People start moving and going early. If you need to, if you set them, you could even set them out the night before. Make sure though that you have proper signage, because you're going to figure that a lot of people will see your signs and they're going to assume that your open house is going on right now. So make sure that when they come to the house, that you have a sign that says, come back at 10 a.m. Saturday or something like that. This is also great to have a sign that says that you'll be right back. If you happen to have, if you have an extremely full open house, don't ever leave. However, if you have a break in your traffic, you have someone that comes into your open house and they want to see another property in the area, make sure you are familiar with everything that's for sale in that area. Because guess what? If these people come in unrepresented, they want to see another home and they can do it right then and there. You have the ability as the realtor, do it right then and there. You can become their realtor. So have a sign that says you'll be back, because like I said, if it's a slower open house, don't be afraid to lock it up, go across the street and show a potential lead another house. So having signage is really important. And then bring your lending partner. So this is a great tactic, because what if somebody walks in and they're like, I love it, or I love the house that you just showed me. You having the ability to get them pre-qualified right then and there is amazing. And guys, lenders want to work right now too. So reach out to your partners. Also too, I think, I'm going to note this too, for realtor safety, it's really a great idea to have someone else there with you. So reach out to your lender partners. I guarantee you'll find one that will come sit in open house with you. Plus, everything is better when you're there with friends, right? So lean on your industry partners. Title for your material, lender partner to come actually be at the open house with you. And then prep the house first. Don't just walk in and sit down at the table and then be like, okay, it's good. The house is good to go. Let me wait for all my people. Make sure it's showing in its best light. And when I say light, make sure that all the lights are on. Make sure that the toilet seats are down. I know this sounds like, little minute details, but when you walk into a bathroom and the toilet seat is up, you're like, ooh. When you walk into a bathroom and the toilet seat is down, it looks like it should. So just go through, make sure the house looks like it's going to show in the best way possible. It's always a good idea, even just those little things. And then proper signage, of course, signs, flags. Guys, we're back to mega open house status. So go big or go home. I know one of our title reps, Mary, actually has a noodle man, like those, those ones that blow up and like their arms are like flapping all over. She actually has that she lends out to realtors doing open houses. The bigger, the better. You want the attention. You want the people coming in. Make a video for your YouTube or your Facebook Live right before you start. I always suggest anytime you're in a house, make a video of it. Open houses, no exception. Let your sphere know in real time what you're doing right then and there. And then, of course, get people to register. That's the whole point and purpose, right? Is you need their contact information. I know realtors that will turn people away from seeing a house if they won't sign in. Don't be afraid to be that realtor. You know, you're here not to just entertain people. You're here not to just be the butler opening the door for people. You are working and you are worth it. You are worth collecting people's information. So I know a lot of people that have a sign that says, per the seller's request, please sign in. A lot of times, if that's what it says, that's fine, right? I mean, there is a certain liability to having people in a home. So that's a really good tactic to make sure that people are signing in. Every once in a while, you are going to end up with people that are just a jerk and they don't want to sign anything, or they put a false name, false phone number. That's on them, though. Keep to your own standards. And then if it's a really busy open house, make sure you have registration sheets on several clipboards. Make sure that you have several available, because if you get bombarded and people have to wait to go see the house, they're not going to appreciate that. So just cover all your bases regarding that. We do have a fabulous, speaking of sign-in sheets, we have a fabulous open house kit at Landmark Title that provides you with signs. It provides you with sign-in sheets. Sometimes we even throw like tape and Sharpies in there, because you never know, right? You never know what you're going to need when you walk into an open house. So, reach out to your business development manager. These are free as well. So be prepared, be ready. We've even got a checklist of everything that you need to do this. So when you use your partners, we take a lot of guesswork out of the things that you need to do to become successful and do incredibly well at an open house. We've also got some fun things. So we've got top 10 hikings. You can do the monthly snapshot of what's actually going on in the area. Your buyers that are coming in, they want this information. You can provide it to them, because a lot of the market's changing. So people really want to know. And if you can actually provide them the information and explain to them what's going on, they're going to trust you, they're going to like you, and they're going to feel confident about potentially hiring you as their realtor. And then sports schedules. Guys, here in Arizona, we've got it all. We've got all the sports schedules year round. And most people are a little bit sport fanatics in one way or another. So provide them with this information. This is actually something that they will keep as well and brand it to yourself. So it's a lot better than just, oh, here you go. Here's a flyer on the house. I hope you keep it. No, we know what they're going to do with that. Give them something a little extra. And then last, but certainly not least, let's talk about follow-up. Follow-up. The whole reason you did this open house was to collect buyer leads. Don't do the open house, walk away, and not follow up with the people that came. So I love videos. So a quick little video text is a great idea. Thank you so much for coming to my open house. Please reach out to me. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be really simple. In fact, some CRMs, actually, you can upload everybody's contacts and then make a generic thank you video, and your CRM can text it out. So look into that. I know Wise Agent does that. I know a lot of them do. Make it quick, make it easy, and use your systems. A thank you email, of course. Set up a property alert search for them. Put them into an email drip. Follow up with a phone call. Get these people before they've moved on. 24 hours. You call them again. Do you need anything? It was great meeting you. And then a 1,000-day lead follow-up system. Just because they're not buying today doesn't mean that they won't be buying tomorrow or 2 years from now. Those agents that have been in the industry know that sometimes a lead is a multiple year follow-up system. But if you follow the systems, you follow up, you stay top of mind with these buyers, down the road, you're going to still be their real estate agent. And then, of course, your sales funnel. Starts out with activities. That's your open house. Then leads. Then you go to appointments made, appointments conducted. They become your clients. Then you're under contract. Now they're your past clients. So make sure as you are going through the sales funnel, you keep these people updated within your CRM as well, so that you are touching them appropriately. All right, guys, that's about it for our open house discussion today. Please let me know if you have any questions. Even if you don't have any questions today live, always reach out. You can reach out to myself, sarah.touchstone@ltaz.com for anything. Even if you have a topic that you would love to see covered on Marketing Matters, I love feedback. I love participation. So reach out, drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you guys. And of course, always reach out to your business development managers so that they can help you with anything that you need. This is recorded. So this week, what I do with the recordings is I will send them directly to your business development managers. So the quickest way to get a copy of the recording is to just reach out to them and say, hey, I'd love a copy of the recording. You can give them a date, you can give them a topic. They can pull the recording. Like I said, they'll actually have the particular link to it this week. And then any of them that you want to access, that can be found. Like I said, you can also the easiest thing to do is really to reach out to your business development manager and even just say, hey, can you send me a link to the, to the Landmark Title YouTube channel. I want, a copy of this webinar or that webinar, or I just want to even just peruse. We have 90, I think this is our 94th webinar. So there's a lot on there. So, they can send you, like I said, they can send you a particular link, or they can send you the entire Marketing Matters playlist. And then you can have it there. It's also publicly accessible on the Landmark Title Assurance Agency YouTube channel. You'll go under playlists and you'll see Marketing Matters and all of them. Michelle, your Prescott BDM, she definitely has a copy. She actually asked for me to send them to her regularly. So just reach out to her and she is absolutely on top of it. All right, great question. Because there is so much information that you guys can access through these. YouTube is great. YouTube is great for like how-tos. If you I don't even remember if we remember how to do things ourselves before we had YouTube to actually teach us these things. So it's a great resource and we have it available. Quickly, I'm going to go over the upcoming events that we have. Tomorrow, speaking of the market, right? And the market changing, we've got market insights. So this is our monthly market stats report, where Scott Kibbers, who's an armless specialist, comes on and gives us the facts and figures of what is going on, but also his breakdown. And now I know that everybody, I know myself too, I'm like, what is next? What's going to happen next? And I'm trying to look at my crystal ball and I'm trying to figure it out. Well, Scott Kibbers is my crystal ball here at Landmark Title. So get on tomorrow. It's 9:30. If you need the link, if you've already registered for one in the past, you will be getting a reminder link or your confirmation sent out today. So you'll just be able to click on that. If you haven't registered, reach out. You can email me your email address and I'll get you even personally registered, or just send it to your business development manager and they can personally register you as well. And then we've got a video lunch and learn, video marketing. If you guys are on here regularly, you know that I can't get enough of video and video marketing, and neither can your clients. So if you're out in the East Valley on Wednesday, October 12th from 11 to 1, they're going to be doing a video marketing lunch and learn. Reach out to Beth and head on over to that. Trust me, this is going to be good knowledge, guys. You want to attend. And then Renee on the same day out in the West Valley. We got it all, guys. East Valley, West Valley. Are you looking for the missing piece to the listing puzzle? Yes, I think a lot of people are. This is going to be all about farming, listing, open house. Yes, more open house stuff. Buyer seller credits. That's a big one right now. And free listing reports with the marketing tools that we have available. This is going to be Wednesday, October 12th from 11:30 to 1 p.m. out in Arrowhead. I think I'm going to be at that too, breaking down a little bit more of the farming that we have available for you with Landmark Title. And then our very own Mary is hosting not one, but two mental fitness workshops. So she's going to be doing one in Scottsdale. This is going to be Wednesday, October 19th from 9:30 to 11. And this is going to go outside the box. You know, we spend a lot of time helping you guys with a lot of different marketing techniques and work. But working on yourself is just as important as working on your business. So if you're in the Scottsdale area and you want to go to that, reach out. And then Renee's got a CE class coming up October 19th. This is going to be in person at, once again, in Arrowhead from, oh, sorry, this is not a CE class. This is the theft of cash to close. This is actually great. The topic is not great because it is about wire fraud, which is a serious thing in our industry. But Mac McBride with the Shattuck Companies, he's actually great. I've been to his presentations before. This is a really important piece of information that you need for your clients to know, because you don't want your clients to be the few that get caught up in wire fraud. It's absolutely devastating. So October 19th, 1 p.m. in person. And then also on October 19th, now this one is super fun. This is going to be Nightmare on Main Street. This is going to be spooky escrow stories. So we all love a good real estate story, and we've got a lot of them in this industry. There is no shortage for the amount of things that happen that make us just shake our heads. So on October 19th, down in the Camelback area at our new training room from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., come on out. This is going to be snacks. It's going to be just, we need sometimes we need stuff that's a little lighthearted right now. So come on out to that. It will be fun time. And then speaking of CE classes, 'tis the season to get all of your CEs in. So we've got the Best of Transaction Desk coming in. So Transaction Desk, this has been a tool that we've been using for the last couple of years. It's always great to take a class, and it's always great to get those 3 hours of contract law in while you're getting educated. This is going to be Thursday, October 20th. This is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it is online. So this is part of our monthly Landmark Title online CE series. So please reach out. We'd love to get you registered for that as well. And then the other mental fitness class that Mary is doing is October 27th off of East Camelback Road. So once again, if you are in either of those areas and you'd like to attend, please reach out. And then moving all the way ahead to November. Yes, October just started, but before we know it, it will be November. If you are a Prescott agent, or you're an agent that would like to go up to Prescott for the day, they are going to be wrapping up their landmark tours. This is a quarterly event that they do up in the Prescott area where they bring in area specialists and they basically take a tour of the area. This last one is going to be on the history of Whiskey Row, and there's going to be a little after party. We'll be there doing GIFs as well. So come on up. The tour starts at 3, and then about 4 p.m. there'll be an after party at Jersey Lily Saloon. So come on up. Even if you're a Phoenix agent, like I said, I'm headed up for the day. If you guys want a carpool, sounds like a plan. And then thank you, of course, to our business development managers. I know I talk about them a lot on Marketing Matters, but that is because they really are your best partner. They're your best line of defense for getting out there and marketing yourself right now. So if you're not already working with one of them, I'd love to introduce you to either Beth, Becky, Melinda, Mary, Patty, Michelle, and Prescott, Michael, Tom, and Renee. They're amazing. And of course, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you Marketing Matters every Wednesday. We're at almost 100 shows. Stay tuned for that one. And we would love to help you on your next escrow. We've got 7 offices across the valley, as well as the one in Prescott, to service all your escrow and title needs. Please think of us on your next contract. And thank you, of course, to our partners. We have partners nationwide that are absolutely amazing. They inspire us, they support us, and we truly do appreciate them. And that's it for us today, guys. Go out there, do an open house, not this weekend, because you need 5 to 10 days, but next weekend and the weekend after. It's a great time to get out there. Please let us know if we can help you in any way. And I'll see you tomorrow morning on Market Insight.